So what we're looking at here is a project that I'm working on. It's a 1997 Camaro Z28. I was looking for a volunteer to do a two-step correction because I was sent some compound and a polish to review from Auto Geek some time ago. So I had some free time uh, from work, and I decided to just go ahead and tackle this. So this is my uncle's 97 Z28. It's Arctic White. Um, he was in a car accident a few years ago, and he was pushed into he was rear-ended, and then he was pushed into the front. So the front bumper is replaced and repainted, and the rear bumper as well. And I forget what else. I think that's it. And the exhaust was replaced. So I believe that's the only thing that was replaced. It hasn't been touched since. He doesn't really wax it or anything. So I asked him if I could borrow it, except for a two-step correction, do a compound and polish, and then I have a ceramic coating I'm going to go ahead and put on here. But you can kind of see that's my 2002 in the back. You can see the different styling with the headlights on here. And then here's the 97 with the bucket style where they're sunken in there. This is actually a matte finish. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe them down and put CarPro skin on here. But for the rest of it, we'll get to that in a second. So I was sent the Pinnacle Black Label compound. This is a new product in the Pinnacle Black Label line that was released earlier this year. You kind of see it's low dusting, removes moderate to severe paint imperfections, finishes with a high gloss. Capable of removing up to 1000 grit sanding marks. I'm not really testing it for that. I'm really just looking to do a two-step with this. And I'm using a foam cutting pad. And then we got the polish here. And the polish, you can kind of see it's light paint perfections. You can use it by hand or machine. And this one doesn't say how much you can remove, but we're basically going to do a two-step with this one. I did a test spot with the polish, and a buddy of mine sent me some pads to try out. So he sent me this Griot's perfecting pad, which is a polishing pad. This did a good job, but it only removed the light imperfections, and this has real deep imperfections. I'm not going to use the Rupes pads on here. Then he also sent me, this is a pad from 3D. It's a heavy cutting pad, and so I've been using this because once I did the test spot, I had figured out, I already knew I had to do a compounding step, but this, you can see all the dirt it's pulling up from the paint. So this pad did half the hood. You can kind of see it's already kind of done. Like I said, it's picking up embedded dirt on top of paint residue and everything. So that's what it's doing there, and this pad's actually pretty nice. It's not as it's a little, it's not as stiff as that says the Rupes pad, but the Rupes pad tends to sling everywhere because of the open pores. But this is actually a nice cutting pad, similar to the McGuire's burgundy cutting pad. I think the Americana Global pad is a bit better than this one. It cuts a little bit more, in which I'm going to use those as well. We're going to go ahead and just use foam on this paint. I'm not going to go ahead and use a microfiber or anything. I don't feel like blowing out contaminants. So let's go ahead and get to it. I've already done this side here, and I think, let's see if I can actually see it. So I don't know if you guys can actually see this. I think you can. So you guys see this line right here? You can actually see that how stained the paint is over the years from here to there. So you can actually see that this is actually brighter compared to this side. You can see the line right here, and that's where I stopped. And that's the, like I said, it's cleaning up the embedded dirt. So let me just go ahead and shine the scan grip here. And you can see the paint is in bad shape. I think it's washing it out. And if we switch over to the blue, you can kind of see both imperfections. Let me go back to the other color, because this color looks better on light paints. And then we go over here, and here's where I've already worked the compound. There's a couple of other areas. There's deeper rids. I'm not going to bother getting those out. Like I said, this car's a 97. He doesn't drive it that much, but still, it's not worth going that deep in terms of removing all the paint imperfections. You can see a deeper red in here. But overall, the compound works really good. You can kind of see what it's doing. I'm getting no dusting on there, and it's really easy to wipe off. And I'm able to just leave it on the surface and really just go on other panels and just wipe it off after I'm done working that entire section. So it's working pretty good. It's got a raised edge here. So we'll come back with the Rupes Nano and kind of get those. I got to come back and get this area here. Kind of work that. But overall, it's doing a good job. We'll get these small areas here with the Nano, the scoops here. But up here, cleaned up really good. So overall, the Pinnacle compound does a good job. If you wanted to get those deeper rids, you just hit it with the microfiber pad or one of these Rupes wool pads. But this car sits out 24/7. He doesn't have a garage. Well, he does have a garage, but it's stuffed with tools. But I just want to kind of show you what the project is. We'll go ahead and continue, and then we'll clean this up. Like I said, I'm going to hit these matte areas. I just have to clean them up a little bit. I'm not going to polish them. I'm just going to wipe them down with something and kind of see if it cleans up. And hit them with Carpro Skin. You see the mirror's black, and you can see how damaged these are. So it's got a lot of etched water spots. So we'll see what we can do there. We'll fix the glass, polish that out. The top surface is starting to have besides it being all swirled up, all these little specks here is the adhesive bubbling up. So he's got the same issue that I'm having with my sail panel, and it's starting to happen on his car. So unfortunately, the only way to get rid of that is you can't repaint it, is you got to replace this entire roof piece here on his. Mine's the T-top, so I only have to replace the sail panel, but you got to get it from an early 93 to 97. This is 97. I'm surprised it's having that problem. So you can kind of see it's got issues there. So we'll go ahead and just do that. We'll just clean it up. Here's the sail panel's a little banged up, and on these cars, what I'll do on an F body is I'll take off the spoiler here, just so I can polish this area down here underneath. So I'm going to take that off. I already popped off the panel. It's really easy to do, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, this car's going to look sweet. And as far as the wheels, it's got a lot of embedded brake dust in here because they were never clean. So I gotta, if I have time, I'll go ahead and take them off and clean them up, and then coat the entire wheel. If not, I'll just coat the face for the time being. But yeah, it's looking good. This is a matte surface. We'll use Carpro Skin on there. But yeah, that's the project. Just want to get you guys and kind of show you what we're working with. I'll post up a video once I'm done, and we'll see what it looks like after it's ceramic coated. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.